Morning, Year 9. This is Miss BB, and I'm here to give you a quick whistle stop tour on why you should pick RS as a GCSE and what the RS GCSE contains. So, you might already know it's me and Miss Hassan in the RS department. So, we will be teaching you next year if you decide to go ahead and pick RS. So why should you study religious studies? So the first reason why you should study religious studies is because it's interesting, and I don't say that because I'm biased. We genuinely debate current issues in the media and around the world. Religion is something that is so embedded in our society that we will never stop talking about it. And I think a lot of people think when it comes to religious studies, we just look at the past, but in fact, we look at the news, we look at what's happening right now. It could be the Black Lives Matter movement, it could be Islamophobia, it could be the farmers protesting in India. All of these issues are essential to religious studies, so it's something that is modern and something that is current. Another reason why you should study religious studies is because it's valued by a lot of employers. So if you have written on your CV that you have studied religious studies or you've got a degree in religious studies, it's something that they see as a very prestigious subject, and it's because of the skills you get from religious studies. So you're able to accept different points of view, and you're able to do that even if they are conflicting because you're always considering both sides of the argument on multiple points of view. And that's what employers want to see from their employees. So it's something that you could use in your day-to-day life, the skills that you get from RS. The third one, I know a lot of you will be thinking about what jobs you want to get into in the future and what can help you. And religious studies, honestly, I think a lot of us think that you can only get into teaching with religious studies, or you can only become a priest or a mosque teacher, which is completely untrue. Religious studies can get you into any job, and I've got friends, I know people that haven't gone into teaching with religious studies. They work in a law firm and they work in banking, and some have become marketing managers, and others work in HR. So the job opportunities for religious studies are endless. So I don't want you to feel like you are limited, when in fact actually you've got so many opportunities that arise. So at the end of year 11, you will sit two papers. Paper one, which is Christianity, and it is made up of the four sections that are on the screen. And we look at a variety of topics. So we look at science versus religion, we look at abortion, animal rights, is it right to test on animals? And we also look at the life of Jesus in detail. So that is the main focus for paper one, a few of these issues. Paper two is all about Islam. So again, it has four sections, and we'll be looking at things like the Shia and Sunni split. We'll be looking at the differences, the similarities. We'll look at the death penalty. We'll look at the Islamic view on crime. How should we punish criminals? Should we forgive? And we also look at human rights. How does Islam maintain human rights? So these are just some of the topics that you will look at. So here is some current year 11 student testimonies about what it's like to be studying RS at TOAN. So I thought I'd give you guys an insight into what it's like from a student perspective, and I promise I didn't bribe these students to write these. They wrote this off their own accord. So just spend a couple of minutes just having a read through about what they said. And that brings us to the end, year 9. Thank you for listening, and I really hope that most of you pick RS as a GCSE next year. We would love to teach most of you, if not all of you, if it was possible. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask myself or Miss Hassan.